I'm going to take the nested classes in Java in this lecture. So why do we create nested classes? So we can turn the logic into their own classes, which normally would not turn into this, allowing even more object orientation into our program. So we can encapsulate logic into different classes. So inner class provide a structured hierarchy and also allows callbacks to be defined conveniently. So it can also allow callback to an object to call back the originating object at a later point in time. So why nested classes? What is the purpose of nested class? It's very effective in implementing event handling. So main application is there at event handling. So another advantage is that it can to group classes, and we can incorporate the logic into the high accurate level of implementation. If you are certain that a class will be useful to only one class, then it is better to embed a class into another. The obvious advantages would be ease of readability and ease of maintaining the code. So non-static inner class is bound to the instance of the enclosing class. It may be a private, default, protected, public, even final and even abstract class. So non-static inner class is going to access a static constant, and inner class object can be created within instance method, constructors of the outer class, or through any instance of outer class. A simple example, here we are having two classes. The outer class is inner class test and the inner class name is inner class itself. The outer class is having two variables. One is a local variable, another one is the instant variable, and another is a static variable. So inside the inner class we are having a variable x and z, where x is a normal variable and z is a final static variable, and we have defined a method just to display the status of the function call and the access of variables. So it can define, it's just printing what is the value of the variable x when it is called inside the and it's called from the inner class, and what is the variable y value, and when it is called from the inner class. So it is printing this pointer also, that is current value of the variable, and it is making a call to the method that is defined in the outer class. Say this is the method, outer instance method is a method defined in the outer class. Also it is calling another method called outer class method. So a simple example, again it's still continuing. So the outer class method should be defined, as it is only a function call statement defined inside the inner class. So it is defined here, just displaying the status of the function call, and from the inner class I am going to create an object using the new inner class of dot show. So inner class is the class name, so new, it's going to create an instance of the inner class and it is going to call the function show. So from the main program I am going to create the object for inner class test, that is outer class. So inner class test object equal to new inner class test, and the object dot create inner object. So again object dot new, it can be defined in another way, that is object dot new inner class dot show. This is the output. So what is the variable value x is having 10 here. So name again same is displayed. So y is having 20 here, sy20 is printed. Outer static variable, so outer static variable is a, which is defined with value 30, and that is also printed here. So inner class instance accessed using this. So this is going to display the current value, which is going to print some garbage value, and same thing, outer class is also going to define this pointer with some garbage value. So outer class instant method called from inner class is the printed message that we have given in the show function is displayed here, and thus it is working properly. So this is how classes can be nested together. So sometimes we can also have static nested class, which is a class just like a normal static member. So it can have access to all static method of the enclosing parent class. It cannot directly refer to instant variable and method of the outer class. So unlike the inner class, static nested class can have static members. And again, as simple variables, and just now I told we can have static members. That is, here I am going to define the function also using the static keyword, as it is called, as it is using classic static method, and same. So static nested class dot static nested class object equal to new static nested class dot static nested class of. So using that object we can call any non-static method also static method also. So same, if it is working properly. So apart from the nested classes, we can also have local and anonymous classes. So local inner classes are declared within a block of code and are visible only within that block, just as any other method variable. So these classes are declared within a function and they can use only final constant, local variable, and parameters of the function. So an anonymous inner class is a local class that has no name and which is extensively used in event handling. So this is a short summary of the complete lecture, and thank you.